I remember. Some of them, thank God, they're older than me. Oh my goodness, that feels good. I'll be 76 in a few weeks. But a few of you are older than me, and that makes me feel like I got some time left. All right? That's a good thing. And I want to welcome all the elders here today because you have been blessed with age. That's a blessing. My grandmother got to be 94. My mother got to be 97. I just recently came back from Jamaica where I buried my mother. And she used to always tell me, you know, the young, they may get old. But the old, they must get old. So we have to understand where we are in this life and give thanks for our blessings. Thanks for all the goodness that came through us. And in particular, we want to give thanks to all the women, all the sisters, all that feminine energy that keeps us here and keeps us moving. It's never recognized by people on this side of the planet how powerful that feminine energy really is and what it can do to bring people up. All of us brothers here today, all of us men here today are here because of a woman. We are here because of the woman's health, the woman's nurturing, the woman's attention, the woman's education, and the woman's insight into telling us when we were just, as grandmama say, just that picnic boy coming forward. Your mama tell you from the first time, you can be anything that you desire to be. You just have to keep it in your heart. When you keep it in your heart and use what we say in the Yoruba tongue, suru, which means patience. When you get old, you realize that you've had patience when you didn't think you needed patience. But patience is a great, great weapon to use. The ability to say, I can wait. I don't have to move forward at such a terrific speed. I can wait. When we were younger, we couldn't get things done fast enough. I remember those days, faded though they may be. I remember being 20 and 30 years old and being in a rush for everything. I wanted it all now. The story goes, back in the ancestral time, that there was a young boy, and he was destined to be king. They gave him the reading and they said, it is in your destiny to wear the crown. And those who are destined to wear the crown will never fail to wear the crown. It is your destiny to wear the crown. But this young boy, he says, well, when is it going to happen? When do I get to wear the crown? I am anxious. I want to be made over. I want to be the king. And they told him, patience, young brother. Patience. Your time will come. A year passed. 2 years passed. 5 years passed. Now he's a young man. And now he's very impatient. He said, I need to know. When am I going to get my crown? I need to know now. Don't tell me about this patience thing. I need to get my crown now. I'm tired of waiting. So they told him, you know what? If you climb the top of that mountain, you will see an older, elder woman up there. We call her yEtU. She will tell you when you're going to get the crown. But you must use patience. To climb that mountain is going to take you 3 days. Oh, but look at that mountain and said, man, I can do that in 1 day. What you talking about, man? I'm big, I'm strong, I'm young. That's going to take me 3 days. So he went to climb the mountain. And he's climbing the mountain. And he's looking at the top. And he sees the little hut where the lady, where the old woman sits. He says, I can get to the top in 2 hours. And he climbs faster and faster. And he's climbing faster. And just then, he slips. And he begins to fall down the mountain. He's rolling down the mountain at a rapid pace. And his whole life is going before him. He said, oh my God, I'm about to die. I'm about to fall down this mountain. Just then, he reaches up with one hand and he grabs a little twig coming out of the side of the mountain and he breaks his fall and he holds on to the twig. He says, I'm holding on for dear life. And then, after an hour, nobody's coming. And he reaches out and he says, help! Nothing. His arm is getting weak. He's holding on a little bit longer. And he says one more time, help! And just then he hears a voice. It's a female voice. He thinks it's his mama. He says, huh? Do I hear something? And the voice comes again. And the voice says, Oba. Mama, is that you, Mama? Is that you? Help me up, Mama, please. No, Oba. This is the voice of God. God? God? If that's you, God, help me up, please. Get me off this mountain. Pull me up. Oba. Yes, God. Do you believe in God? Yes, of course I believe in God. Now, come on now. Help me up. Get me off this mountain. Oba. Yes, God. Let go of the twig. What? Come on, God. I mean, it's a long way down, God. I mean, are you telling me to let go? I mean, I'm going to die if I let go. I'm holding on for dear life, God. Please don't tell me to let go. Oba. Yes, God. Do you believe in God? Of course I believe in God. But you're telling me to do something that don't look like it's making sense. There's a whole lot of rocks down there. And you're telling me to let go? Oh, yes, God. Let go of the twig. Can I just think about it for a little while, God? Oh, yes, God. Time is not on your side. Let go of the twig. Okay. Now Oba's arm was getting weaker and weaker, and he knew he couldn't hold on much longer. And he finally, in his last breath, he looked up and he says, God, I got a question for you, God. God says, what is it, Oba? Is there anybody else up there that can help me? He let go because he didn't have the faith in God. Fear knocks on the door and faith answered, and there was nobody there. When you have faith in God, you can let go of the branch. God will protect you. When you have faith in God, you can walk into the fire. God will protect you. You can fall down the mountain. God will protect you. You must believe in the God that is within you, not without you. It is not outside of you. It is inside of you. Believe in what God's purpose is. God put you here for a reason. And your reason is to accomplish many things. My name is Baba Adekemi. I am an Oni Itan, a griot, and a storyteller. I give thanks for your time and thanks for your praise. Give thanks.
Can you all hear me? Yeah. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. I am not High Chief Nathaniel Styles. That's the Woodard Buyers just pitching in. We're going to briefly introduce the elders. We're going to start with Jean.
I do well. I do well what I did. Excellent. One of the great storytellers on the planet. My name is Miss Jean Tinney. Some of you know my wife. That's my real claim to fame. Dr. Wallace Tinney, who is a FAMU alumna. I won't say what year. I would let her do that. But I've been asked, I believe that Chief Nathaniel Styles was going to be here. Oh, we're not doing the libation. Oh, okay, well, I've introduced myself. Thank you. And on to the next one. Cheers, step out.
Yeah. We need to get you a cup and what else? Water?
My name is Harold Ford. President, South Dade branch of the NAACP.
Good afternoon. I'm Ruby Howard, retired from Miami-Dade County Public Schools, where I served for 50 years. And I serve the community now through charitable organizations, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority and the Links Incorporated.
Good afternoon, I'm Thomas Will Turner, graduate of Miami Northwestern Senior High School, alumna of Clark Atlanta University. I have a dual residence here in South Florida and Atlanta, Georgia. I too am retired.
Good afternoon, my name is David Williams Jr., and I'm a retired scientist.
James Muncher, everybody call me Munch. All Like Minds, Roots Collective.
Good afternoon, my name is Richard Gibson. I'm retired. I'm a member of the Miami-Dade chapter of FAMU Alumni Association.
Barbara Arana Anders, 1960, theater major, was on the 1959 tour of Africa with the Playmakers Guild.
How y'all feeling today? Say it like you mean it, because God bless you to be here. Act like that. How y'all feeling today? That's what I'm talking about. I'm Broadway from the Broadway Art District. Looking forward to hanging out with y'all today. Amen.
Robert Wilson, retired. Okay, my name is Robert Wilson. I graduated class of '63, Northwestern Senior High School. My sister is Romania Wilson. I'm the oldest of us. That's it.
Come on, Robert. First championship team for that other school.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Pierre Rutledge. I'm not retired. I'm president of 100 Black Men in South Florida, also a member of the Miami-Dade chapter of Florida National Alumni Association. I have the honor of being a 2024 Distinguished Alumni Honoree from Florida A&M University.
I'm Eric Pettis, also not retired. Okay, I am the owner and co-founder of Pettis & Dawkins Financial Group, also the host of the Chief Jimmy Brown Show on WMBM 1490 AM, Sunday nights, 9 p.m.
So let me just clear up something. The community elders are not elders according to age, but elders according to their standing and contributions to the community. Because I know I got some friends over there giving me the eye, so be mindful of that. And Mr. Butler, would you come? Okay. So before we officially begin the program, we need permission from the elders. Do we have your permission to begin? Yes. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to be doing the welcome, the Karibisha. No matter how many different branches grow upon our family tree, we will always be united, for we share universal African roots. These roots provide the foundation for everything we are and dream of becoming, and each year, as we celebrate the creation, the customs, and the principles of our ancestors, we affirm who we are as a people. And we all truly become closer. So as our family tree continues to grow and bear fruit, each new life will carry on the rich tradition of our unity and Kwanzaa. We welcome you to our Kwanzaa celebration.
One of the ladies who has cup, could you bring just one of them forward? I'm sorry, can you give the cup, one of you, give the cup to Mr. Kenny? Thank you. You get that.
Okay, I'll pick up right after off. Since ordinarily libation is done by somebody who's been properly initiated into what in English was called the priesthood, we, of course, who are descendants of those remarkable survivors of the Middle passage who, after surviving all that horror, were able to live, love, laugh, give life to future generations. And we've had to start our ancient traditions all over again from scratch. So in that sense, any one of us can do what I'm doing. I'm honored to be invited to do this. Libation is what we do, our traditions that go back timelessly to the beginnings, to the times when, as we say, the stones were still soft. This is our way of connecting with the wider world, the world of our ancestors, the world of our future generations. Because all of those ancestors, every ancestor we ever had, starting with our parents, our grandparents, great-grandparents, going all the way back, is alive and present in us today, here, as us. So there are millions of people in this room, and all of our future generations are alive and within us. What libation does is that this is how we, in the physical world, connect to the spirit world. Ordinarily, we would pour strong spirits on the earth, and some folks wonder, well, we're like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 miles from Africa. Will our libation is poured here reach those ancestors whose spirits were in the African motherland?
But it teaches wonderful things that you need, taking away the stigma.
Hi, it's me, Yolanda Goudet, with Yolanda's Corner at BPX TV Result, channel 18.6 digital. We're all over the world. Join me here. This is our studio here, BPX. As you can see, we have so many memories. Oh, look. Join me for Yolanda's Corner.
The CEO and founder of Read Aloud by Walasia. I am also the author of Abby Goes to Summer Camp. I decided to write this book, Abby Goes to Summer Camp, because of my program, Read Aloud by Walasia. With my program, I go and I read to students at daycare centers and aftercare programs at schools and churches. At the end of each reading session, I allow each student to take home one book of their likings to add on or to start their at-home library. When it came time to search for books that I would like to spread out for the students to pick from, I did not come across a lot of children's books that look like me and you. So that's what encouraged me to create Abby Goes to Summer Camp, and in this book, it has the message of positivity, self-confidence, self-awareness, and just how to be yourself no matter the environment or the people that you come across. And I feel like that is important for young readers. And you can go follow my Instagram at readaloudby_Walasia, and my Etsy for the book, which is $25, Read Aloud by Walasia. The purchase of one book allows one student to get 2 books So support my program and my book. And thank you to FAMU NAA for bringing me out to this event. Oh, happy Kwanzaa!
And then we're reminded that 8,000 miles of ocean is water that is resting upon land. Below that water is land that connects us. So what we'll do, we're not outside, we're not on the earth, but I'll pour water, good sweet water, instead of spirits, into the cup. And what we can do, and I know that sometimes people feel a little bashful about this, but please don't. Call out the names of your ancestors. We are inviting them to join us, to be a part of this, to guide us, to inspire us, and to essentially be elevated by us calling their names, by us remembering them, letting them know that they have not been forgotten. This is our way of appreciating. So we can call out the names of our heroes and sheroes, the famous people we know, but also the names of our departed relatives. So feel free to do that. I'll start out calling the names of my parents and ancestors. Cindy? Don't be shy now. Call them out. They gotta hear you. Malcolm X, we call his name. Next year will be the 100th anniversary of his birth, also the 60th anniversary year of his assassination. That's a spirit that we must elevate. Martin Luther King Jr., Josephine Baker, Adam C.J. Walker, Paul Robeson, Ida B. Wells, Journey Truth, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass. Call them out, call them out. Yes. If you know the names of your great-grandparents, call them. Call their names, say their names. This is our way of affirming that Black Lives Matter. Not because we're social, because they do. And this is our way of giving thanks by calling their names among the living. Thank you all for your attention. We'll leave this here and then we'll report it outside.
We're going to be treated to a song by Chardonnay did. Chardonnay is a senior at Dr. Michael Crop Senior High. She is in the theater department in the magnet program. She also is the owner of her own, she's the CEO of her own apparel company. Tell me again.
Beautiful Wings LLC.
Beautiful Wings LLC. She aspires to be big on Broadway, so y'all better watch her now. Get her autograph now. She's looking at different colleges. Of course, she's looking at FAMU, but she's looking at some others, which we won't talk about. And she is also very active in St. Agnes Chardonnay Bill.
Dear God, dear stars, dear trees, dear skies, dear people, dear everything, dear God, like the color purple when the wind comes round. Now my eyes are open. Look what God has done. I don't think us feel old at all. I think this is the youngest us ever felt, yeah. And amen. Thank you.
I just saw our other special guests. You all are really being treated to some talent this evening. We have with us next up on the program is Deontay Jenkins. You all may know him as Deontay J. You have seen him on, what was the name of the show? Step It Up? He's with YCTV, Young Contemporary Dance Theater. And who do you have with you? Okay, Keone Gibbons. Okay, thank you so much. Deontay is, Keone, come up here, please. Deontay is a graduate of Florida, University of Florida. Well, he went to that other school, Northwestern, too. Yeah! You too. He graduated from the University of Florida. He is really a gifted dancer, a choreographer. Look him up. And he is also a proud member of Kappa Alpha Psi. All right. Now, Keone, I didn't have any information.
Hello, everybody. My name is Keone Gibbons Jr. I'm from Miami, Florida. I am a full-time dancer for the company of Step Africa, based in Washington, D.C. I also studied at FAMU, where I joined Mahogany Dance there under the leadership of Saparo Hardeman. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Continue.
Thank
Good evening, everyone. We are going to be explaining the symbols of Kwanzaa. And so I will be sharing the different symbols. There are 7 symbols that make up a Kwanzaa display. And so each symbol represents values and concepts reflective of African culture and contributive to the community building and reinforcement. These symbols are on display on the Kwanzaa table. And so the first symbol is going to be the makeka, which is the mat. The makeka. So we have our 2 participants bringing the makeka. The makeka is symbolic of our tradition and history, and therefore is the foundation on which we build. The mat, usually made of straw, is placed atop African fabric and serves as the base of the display. So you'll place one here, you place one there. Thank you. Again, that's the makeka. Thank you. All right. Our second symbol is the kinara, which is the candle holder. And so the kinara is symbolic of our roots, our parent people, the continental Africans. And the candle holder is usually placed at the center of the display with the 7 candles placed in that order. So you'll place it on the mat. Yeah. Perfect, thank you. The third symbol is the Mishuma Saba, which are the 7 candles. These are symbolic of the Imusu Saba, the 7 principles, the matrix and minimum set of values, which African people are urged to live by to rescue and reconstruct their lives in their own image and according to their own needs. There are 3 red candles, 1 black, 1 red, and 3 green candles that are placed on the kinara. These candles are placed in order from left to right as red, black, and then green. These colors are significant as they represent the Pan-African movement for unity for persons of African descent worldwide. Black is for the people, red is for the notable blood that unites all people of African ancestry, and green is for the future and rich land of Africa. Thank you. All right. Next we have the mazao, which are the crops. These are symbolic of African harvest, celebrations, and of the reward of productive and collective labor. People place nuts, fruits, and vegetables representing the work, the provision of the Creator, and the harvest you've had for the year. They're usually placed in a wooden or straw bowl on the makeka. Then we have the muhindi, which are the ears of corn. The muhindi is symbolic of children and our future which they embody. During Kwanzaa, the muhindi are the ears of corn that represent the offspring or children that the stock, being the parents of the house, or the children you'd like to manifest in your family. A single ear of corn is called a vibunzi. But remember that at least 2 ears of corn should be placed on the mat regardless of whether the children are in immediate family or not. The children of the community belong to all of us, and every adult in African tradition is considered an immediate or social parent. The Kikumba Cha Umoja is the unity cup, which they bring in. The unity cup is a symbolic of the foundational principle and practice of unity which makes all else possible. The cup of unity is used to hold the water poured into a plant or soil during libations. is a Y, which are the gifts. These are the symbolic of the labor and love of parents and the commitments made to their children. Handmade educational and cultural gifts for each family member are usually displayed and open on the last day of Kwanzaa, which is New Year's Day. The gifts are nominal in voluntary value, but significant in meaning. And those are the 7 symbols of Kwanzaa.
Thank you so much. I do see some special guests who are not seated at the reserved table up front. My queens at the back, could you please come forward and introduce yourselves? Please. Y'all know the whole room. Thank you. They are our special family members also. I'm going to try not to embarrass you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Kennedy Freeman, and I currently serve as your Miss National Sorority Pageant for the 2024-2025 not school year. Sorry, y'all, I just graduated. I'm still. And I also am a recent graduate of Florida A&M University.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Gloria Ann Kitchen. I am your Miss Elite for United States of America, and I'm so delighted to be here on today. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. My name is Naisha McMassendale. I am also a graduate of the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. And I am the reigning Elegant Miss America for the Plus Eminence Pageant System, representing plus-size women, size 12 and over, letting people know that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. You don't have to be a size 2 in order to be considered beautiful. So I represent all women in this pageant system. Thank you so much. Also, I am the co-owner of the Ultimate United States System. So to my right is Gloria Kitchen. She already introduced herself. And I have 2 of our reigning royalty who are coming in, and they're going to come forward and introduce themselves without even being seated. This is our husband and wife duo. This is very different when you have 2 people who are competing in a system who are married. So this is our first time having a husband and a wife both compete in a pageant and both win. So this is Mr. and Mrs. Gatson, and they will come and introduce themselves. Mr. and Mrs. Ultimate United States.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cindy Gatson, and I am your Mrs. Ultimate United States 2024. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Maurice Gatson. I am your Mr. Ultimate United States 2024 as well. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you all so much. Denitra, did we get that picture? Thank you so much. Let me just give you a little background information, because this is our 34th year doing this. I have to point out that one of our chapter children is here, Kennedy, and her mother, her sister, Carrington's not here, but they are cover girls for everywhere on the internet because they're all members of Zeta Phi Beta. And they all came through, I think it's Camera Allen. Okay, but you came through FAMU, your mom and your grandmother, who worked for Miami-Dade County Police Department, right? That's because we're family, I'm gonna talk about it. I wanted to point them out. I don't know where Carrington is, how you all got her to miss this, but she's currently working for Senator Shepard Jones. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. So you can sit, you have a reserve station, but you can sit wherever you want. We will make room. Thank you. So now we're going to do the principles of Kwanzaa. Everyone ready? We're going to begin with, oh, here he is. This is Principal Raymond Sands. I'm going to say it because he won't say it. Principal of the best school in Miami-Dade County. Go Rockets. What? Did I hear somebody laugh?
Yeah, this Northwestern country, we understand. But as always, go Rockets. Our congratulations to the Bulls on your winning of your state championship, by the way.
Hello everyone, this is Ashley with my Aura Jewelry and I'm here at the Legacy Kwanzaa traditional event. I am here so happy to celebrate unity and tradition and culture with my family and people of the community. So I have here my Africa imported jewelry, gold plated jewelry, as well as my handmade jewelry. So my favorites of the collections of all is my Kenya imported collection. I have cowbone and cowrie shell jewelry, very much POW pieces and such, very forgiving and meant to last. I also have my handmade jewelry and their protective amulet jewelry as well. And so that is what I have here. So you guys can find me on social media at Ma'at Aura Jewelry. That's MAATAURA Jewelry. And I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can find me on all of those places for us to connect. And I want to give a shout out to FAMU Miami-Dade chapter for throwing such a beautiful event. And big shouts out to you all. Happy Kwanzaa.
Hello, my name is Michelle Ranglin and I am the owner of 3L Waist Beads. I am a proud graduate of the Florida A&M University and I'm so happy to be here at this Kwanzaa event. I started my business in 2020 to which I lost over 60 pounds and I utilized my waist beads in order to track my weights. And then I transitioned over to jewelry to be able to give a lot more people different options. But nonetheless, I'm so excited to be here and I thank the FAMU Alumni Association for allowing me to be a part of this event.
Wabgadi, serious stock, power serious. Wabgadi, serious stock, power serious.
Once again, my name is Raymond Sands. I'm here to start off the presentation of the principles Darius and Sterling. definition of principle. A principle is a rule or a law that governs conduct in a given situation. Neguze Saba are the set of principles and values by which Black Americans must order their relations and live their lives if they are to make decisions about their lives and begin to build a new world and a new people to develop. As a product of tradition and reason of history, the Nguzo Saba responds to current needs, which can be the method used by Blacks to solve problems on every level which confront us as a people. Thus, the Nguzo Saba are social and spiritual principles dealing with ways for us to relate to each other and to rebuild our lives in our own images. The first principle I will come to you with is umoja, which means unity. To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race, there's a battle to be fought. There are obstacles to overcome. There's a world of struggle for human dignity to be won. Let us address ourselves seriously to the supreme task that lie here. And this was said by Mr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Good evening, everyone. I am Ikea Cherry Prime, a proud family and alumni right down here with my family today, as well as all of my family. And this principle that I'm about to speak about is my favorite. It's Kuji Chagalia, self-determination. And it just simply means that we must define ourselves, we must name ourselves, we must create for ourselves, and we must speak for ourselves. And the most powerful words by the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, he simply said, "Up, you mighty race. You can accomplish what you will." Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Colin Scott Jackson. I am a proud FAMU graduate, and I'm a member of the Miami-Dade Alumni Chapter. I graduated from FAMU in 1979. My principle is UGMO, collective work and responsibility, to build and maintain our community together and to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. We are each other's harvest, we are each other's business, we are each other's free, magnitude, and bond, from Paul Robeson by Gwendolyn Brooks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony Ball. I'm a current graduating senior at FAMU. My principle is Ujama, cooperative economics, to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses to profit together from them. In the words of Madam C.J. Walker, I am not a millionaire, but I hope to be someday. Not for the money, but because I could do so much to help my race. Thank you.
Greetings, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Doyle. I am a third-year African American Studies major at Florida A&M University, and I will be bringing you the principle MENA, which means purpose. To make as our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. And I bring you a quote from Malcolm X: "Policies change, programs change according to time, but objectives never change. You might change your method of achieving the objective, but the objectives never change. Our objective is complete freedom, complete justice, complete equality by any means necessary." Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashanti Nunes. I'm a third-year animal science scholar from FAMU. And the principle that I'm going to be reading to you is Kumba, which means creativity. To do always as much as we can in the way that we can, in order to leave our community more beautiful and more beneficial than we inherited it. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., potential powers of creativity are within us, and we have the duty to work assiduously to discover these powers.
Greetings, everyone. I am Brennan Sands, a third-year business administration scholar at FAMU. I will be speaking on Imani, which is faith, to believe with all hearts in our parents, our teachers, our leaders, our people, in the righteousness and victory of our struggle. I will now recite to you a prayer for Kwanzaa by Ade Amagraba. O come all, you faithful, rejoicing and victorious, come let us embrace the mystery and the spirit of life as we celebrate the goodness of Kwanzaa and the African American heritage. Come and give thanks for companions on the journey in the struggle for freedom and justice. Our roots in the soil and soil of Mother Africa reach far and wide. Creator of all, lead us to be true to our nature with respect and dignity for life from conception to its natural end at death. Bless and keep us in solidarity one to another. Ashe.
Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the symbols of Kwanzaa. And you're going to need to know all of them before you get anything to eat. Thank you. Who wants to go first? I did see our Queen Mother come in. She came in quietly, I guess, and sat by Pierre. So I'm going to give her the microphone so she can introduce herself to the one or two of you who don't know her. Everyone else knows her. Let's take a moment to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, everyone. I feel wonderful among Rattlers, even though, of course, you know, I'm one of Booker's daughters. That means I went to Tuskegee. I want to thank Vanessa and, of course, her parents who are no longer with us for carrying this forward. Please be reminded that we can spout and make sure that we say everything fitting and everything is proper, but we must live the principles. There's no day that we should not, as someone said not too long ago, it's not to put on just a little bit of kente cloth. It doesn't hurt. People, we will begin to recognize you for you standing and saying, I am African. Make no mistake about it. You'll get the front row seat, not only in Liberty City, but at school board meetings. I want you to come down for February, which is our month, Black History Month. We're going to really cover that auditorium with Africans in America. Can I depend on you? Amen. Oh, that was a lousy yes. We know we don't have but two of your brothers and sisters on that board, and the other one is a Rattler. That's Dr. Steve Gallen III, a mighty, mighty, mighty Rattler. All right, everyone, I will speak with Vanessa later. I didn't have a thought that I would speak. I just wanted to come and sit by this Rattler that we all know and love, Pierre Rutledge. So God bless you. Make this year the best year, 2025. And I'll see you on the journey.
I know I'm going to pay for that. It's all of them. And I did see Dr. Wallace Tenney take her seat. I'm not going to, Dean did mention you. I just want to say to you, Talisa, Dr. Wallace Tenney, would you raise your hand again, please? Beta Alpha, 1955. Yes. So that's the program. She doesn't look it, but. Okay, so I do have the pleasure pleasure of introducing, I don't want to call her our speaker, because that's so whatever. She's going to deliver this message for us today. Talitha, the Anyawele, is a highly regarded speaker, educator, and performer, praised for her effectiveness by various organizations worldwide. Hailing from Atlanta, Georgia, she has trained students and educators using her original RISE curriculum on early education and cultural diversity. A Florida A&M University graduate, Anyawele began her career teaching language arts at Sakara Youth Institute, where she improved test scores and curriculum, eventually becoming the youngest principal in the country. Under her leadership, the school achieved significant academic success and recognition. She also performed spoken word throughout Europe and West Africa, highlighting the resilience of Black women. In 2005, she wrote, directed, produced, and performed the first production of Black Girl Speaks, a one-woman show, and BGS Productions, Inc. was born. Upon returning to Atlanta, after living in Singapore for 2 years, Anyawele founded Supporting International Sisters, SIS, a support group for expatriate women, and a micro school based on her African-centered curriculum. Her production, Black Girl Speaks, was also screened for local audiences and performed in segments throughout Southeast Asia and the United Arab Emirates, and will be performed for the 20th anniversary in August 2025 in Miramar. Anyawele values each of her business brands and roles she plays within them, but none greater than her roles as wife of more than a decade and mother of 2 brilliant young Imani geniuses whom she homeschooled for the formative years. Anyawele understands the work she does outside of her home is a reflection of the joy found in it. I give to you, Talitha Anyawele.
Good afternoon. Oh, I have a big mouth. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Habari Gani. Now we are a call and response people. So I know that when I say something that has a response, you're supposed to say it back to me in grand fashion, right? So for those who don't know, when you say Habari Gani during Kwanzaa, you reply with the principle of the day. The principle of today is Ujima. So we're going to try that one more time. One more again, okay? You're going to be louder than me. Habari Gani. Habari Gani. Okay. Thank you. You got it. First, giving honor to God. I'm one of God's favorites. I believe that because my life has been so blessed. So I have to give honor to God first and foremost. And to all of you, the Miami-Dade chapter of the Florida A&M University Alumni Association, I'm so proud to be here as a rapper. I want to personally thank my soror, Vanessa Woodard Byers, and soror Amy Dawkins, I don't see her right now, but she's in here, for the honor of asking me to speak here today. Kwanzaa is something my family lives. So if ever there's an opportunity to share with others who live Kwanzaa, I'm excited. I want to thank my amazing husband, my beautiful husband. He loves when I do that too. He loves when I call him beautiful in front of everybody. My beautiful husband of 16 years and my 2 beautiful and brilliant children, Amina and Amiri. Thank you so much for supporting me always.
She mentioned a couple of things. So I am the founder of an organization called Black Girls Speaks. As you can imagine, I speak. Black Girls Speaks, right? But I'm going to try not to hold you more than an hour. But I will be performing the 20th anniversary. It started as a one-woman show it's basically a love letter to Black people because I love us so much. And I started that 20 years ago. The 20th anniversary is next year, so I'll be performing that at the Miramar Cultural Arts Center, August 2nd of 2025, so I hope to see you there. I also saw a few of you that I'll be contacting you for 100 Black Men and a few others as I'm chairing an oratorical contest for the Greater Fort Lauderdale chapter of Jack and Jill, and I'll be meeting some of you. Now, without further ado, we have a new ancestor whom I love, Nikki Giovanni. How many of you know Nikki Giovanni? Right? And so you will hear me honor her throughout my message today because she helped raise me. She helped raise me. She and Maya Angelou poured into me in ways that they didn't know personally, but I feel spiritually they did. I was born in the Congo. It was November 6th, the morning after the presidential election. My daughter had fallen asleep on the couch the night before, awaiting the results of seeing the first Black woman make her acceptance speech as President of the United States on the campus of one of our beloved institutions, the other one, Howard University. Her father and I saw the writing on the wall long before she tapped out, but we didn't share that with her. We afforded her one more night with the dream. For what are we without our dreams? How can they come true if we don't have them? So on that next morning when she awoke, she ran to me with excitement, which soon dissipated when she saw my face of discontent. How many of you had a face of discontent on November 6th? And in an instant, I saw joy sour into dismay. Hope into despondency. Her first verbal response was a rhetorical query before she dashed off to ready the day ahead of her. How dare we believe, she asked, that we would elect a Black woman as president of this country? How dare we believe? I walked to the Fertile Crescent and built the Sphinx. I designed a pyramid so tough that a star that only glows every 100 years falls to the center, giving divine, perfect light. I am back. My son's school held a mock election, during which his peers boasted about who they voted for and why. All but one boy in his class, other than himself, voted for Kamala's opponent. We don't speak that name. That in itself is not the primary problem. When probed by my son about why they voted in that way, some of them also Black boys, they did not vote for Kamala Harris because a woman can't be president. In 2024, 10-year-old boys are saying a woman can't be president. How dare we believe? I sat on the throne drinking nectar with Allah. I got hot and sent an ice age to Europe to cool my thirst. My oldest daughter is Nefertiti. The tears from my birth pains created the Nile. I am a beautiful woman. Kamala Harris stood in a long line of women who've been told they're too much or not enough. I know that line. Criticized for her brilliance, mocked for her femininity. Shirley Chisholm warned us, and yet we dared to believe. And we did our part in the voting booth. I want to acknowledge that. Both Black men and Black women united despite whatever service reservations we may have had, despite the unfulfilled promises of both major parties repeatedly, despite despite the Hail Mary of pushing her to the forefront with just a few months left to campaign, we, for the most part, showed emotion. But one principle alone is not enough. We have to address some foundational fallacies in our communities, and this is where it gets a little, we might have to say, ouch. You see, we've been lying to our children. We as mothers and fathers, teachers, elders, we've been telling and teaching them to abide by a high moral compass, tell the truth, respect yourself and others, listen more than you speak, honor God, trust Black women, study and show thyself approved, do well in school, be kind and an advocate for yourself and others, serve the least of these, to whom much is given, to whom much is given, be better than your counterpart, than the expectation, than they even deserve, be more, be flawless, do these things, and then, here's the lie, you'll win. At least you'll live. But that's not the truth. That's not a promise we can make for them. Evidence has shown otherwise. The complete contradiction of all those things. One, we don't do these things for our survival or victory. We do these things to separate ourselves from animals and terrorists. We bury more sons and daughters, mothers and fathers at the hands of the enemy to know that our behavior is not our savior. We tell our children this knowing that the weight of feeling the needs of our oppressors pressed into our necks while we call out to our ancestral foremothers. We know grief and mourning personally and communally because our demise is government sanctioned. But we are to die, we will die on our feet. It is time to rise and dare to believe. Say, dare. I gazed on the forest and burned out the Sahara Desert. With a packet of goat's meat and a change of clothes, I crossed it in 2 hours. I am a gale so swift, you can't catch me. For a birthday present when he was 3, I gave my son Hannibal an elephant. He gave me Rome for Mother's Day. My strength flows ever on. We've survived worse presidencies. We survived this very one. Not unscathed or unscarred, but unbowed and unbroken. Dare to believe we're prepared to do it again. This time more aware. We know their playbook. It's terrorism. It's economic disenfranchisement. And our strategy is...
Good afternoon. My name is Maurice Johnson. I am the owner of J Collections. We specialize in handmade candles. All of our candles are made out of soy wax blend. We also specialize in room sprays here, which are good for your home as far as an air freshener. You can use it in your office as well. And then last thing we have here is our linen spray, which is something new to our line. This linen spray is actually pretty well. You can use it as it's a multi-purpose. You can use it for air freshener and spray on your different linens, such as your couches, your bedding. My starting business was kind of like a strange one. Started about a few years ago, hand sanitizer during the pandemic, and then we transitioned over to doing handmade candles and so forth. And so from there, the sky's been the limit. So just want to give a major shout out to FAMU, the Alumni Association. I'm a proud Rattler, so I'm happy to be here, and happy Kwanzaa. And you can follow us on J Collections 2020 on Instagram. And if you're interested in any of our products, you go over to our website, www.jcollectionsshop.com. Thank you so much.
The CEO and founder of Read Aloud by Walasia. I am also the author of Abby Goes to Summer Camp. I decided to write this book, Abby Goes to Summer Camp, because of my program, Read Aloud by Walasia. With my program, I go and I read to students at daycare centers and aftercare programs at schools and churches. At the end of each reading session, I allow each student to take home one book of their likings to add on or to start their at-home library. When it came time to search for books that I would like to spread out for the students to pick from, I did not come across a lot of children's books that look like me and you. So that's what encouraged me to create Abby Goes to Summer Camp. And in this book, it has the message of positivity, self-confidence, self-awareness, and just how to be yourself no matter the environment or the people that you come across. And I feel like that is important for young readers. And you can go follow my Instagram at readaloudby_Walasia and my Etsy for the book, which is $25, Read Aloud by Walasia. The purchase of one book allows one student to get 2 books. So support my program and my book, and thank you to FAMU NAA for bringing me out to this event. Oh, happy Kwanzaa!
Is the yEtU Saba. It has not changed. Not respectability politics, not misogyny. The yEtU Saba is our strategy. Today's principle, Habari Gani, gives us guidance to build and maintain our community together and make our community's problems our problems and to solve them together. The scripture tells us directly in Hebrews 10:24 and 25 to let us consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another. And all the more as you see the day is drawing near. The day is drawing near. We need to do more of this, not just at Kwanzaa, but throughout the year. There needs to be more coming together, more daring to believe in our unity, our self-determination, our collective work and responsibility, our cooperative economics, our purpose, our creativity, our faith. Dare to believe in us, not political parties, not in those who present themselves as allies but vote differently in the voting booth. We must believe in us. My son Noah built Newark, and I stood proudly at the helm. As we sailed on a soft summer day, I turned myself into myself and was Jesus. Men intone my loving name, all praises, I am the one who would say. Did Nikki Giovanni write Ego Trippin' as the voice of God, the voice of black women, or the voice of black people? The answer is yes. She, now as one of our ancestral foremothers, is still urging us to dare to believe. Dare to believe that we are better than our circumstances. Dare to believe that our plight is not greater than our purpose. Dare to believe that we have the power to define ourselves for ourselves, own our own communities for ourselves. When I asked my son, what should I convey today? He reminded me of one of my favorite African proverbs. We go fast alone, but we go far together. We are trying to go much further. Today, we must dare to believe in our power of coming together to do just that. We must dare to believe in Ujima. After all, there is precedence of our power. I sold diamonds in my backyard. The bowels deliver uranium. The filings from my fingernails are semi-precious jewels. On a trip north, I caught a cold and blew my nose, giving oil to the Arab world. I am so hip, even my errors are correct. I sailed west to reach east and rounded off the earth as I went. The hair from my head thin and gold was laid across 3 continents. I am so perfect, so divine, so equal, so unreal. I cannot be comprehended except by my permission. I mean, we can fly like a bird in the sky.
The Black Family Pledge by Maya Angelou. Because we have forgotten our ancestors, our children no longer give us honor. Because we have lost the path our ancestors cleared, nailing in perilous undergrowth, our children cannot find their way. Because we have banished the God of our ancestors, our children cannot pray. Because the old wails of our ancestors have faded beyond our hearing, our children cannot hear us crying. Because we have abandoned our wisdom of mothering and fathering, our befuddled children give birth to children they neither want nor understand. Because we have forgotten how to love, the adversary is within our gates and holds us up to the mirror of the world shouting, regard the loveless. Therefore, we pledge to bind ourselves to one another, to embrace our lowliest, to keep company with our loneliest, to educate our illiterate, to feed our starving, to clothe our ragged, to do all good things, knowing that we are more than keepers of our brothers and sisters. We are our brothers and sisters. In honor of those who toiled and implored God with golden tongues, and in gratitude to the same God who brought us out of hopeless desolation, we make this pledge.
Remembering. Kukumbuka. Remembering. At this moment, I would like to ask each of you to still yourselves, close your eyes, and simply hold on to my voice as we remember. During the Kwanzaa ceremony, Kumkumbaka, remembering the ancestors and those who have lived and applied the 7 principles, Naguza Saba, with songs, poetry, literature, music, or deeds are remembered and honored. It is in that spirit that the names of individuals transition since our last gathering are honored. Carl Weathers, Dr. Dolly Dessel Adams, Winifred Cox Beecham, Regina Jolivet Frazier, Helen Elaine Wright, Mary Adams Corbin, Sylvia Stiles, Heidi Broadbent, Joe Madison, Hinton Battle, Reggie Wells, Dexter King, Josephine Wright, Judge Eric Hendon, Dr. Edward Brainerd, Eric Mays, Louis Gossett Jr., Geraldine Wright, Faith Ringo, O.J. Simpson, Vontae Davis, Rosalind Coleman May, Michael West, Gwendolyn Jennings Kidney, Nancy J. Reagan, Rhonda Ronnie Griffin, Ernest Burns Sr., Eddie Jackson, Anthony Tony Davis, Colonel Michael Johnson, Maggie Bell Jackson, Barbara Jean Williams, Willie Mays, Horace Morris, Alan Polite, Felicia Davis, Essa Kareem Mustafa, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, Moselle Mason, Erica Ash, Alicia Petaway, Doris Hicks, Mary Hamilton, Michael Clarkson, Marvin Itine Roundtree, Betty A. Bridges, Dr. Enid Curtis Pinkney, Mary Alice Lane, Dr. Solomon C. Stinson, James Earl Jones, Frankie Beverly, Richie Homie Juan, Michaela D. Prince, Stephanie Fulton Sands, Mary Hankerson Martin, Sheila Balaloo, John Evans, Jill Tracy Fuller, Tony Todd, Medrick Burnett Jr., Patricia Jean Valdez Allen, Leona Cooper Baker, Nikki Giovanni, Brian Gumbo, Lona Bethel Matthews, Oba Adubeni II. Kuja Tamaji is the calling of names of family members, ancestors, and African descended heroes to invite their presence. As the proverb says, as long as someone is here to speak your name, you exist. We first call family members, leaders, and teachers who left us a place on earth to harness our success. Please take a moment and call out your deceased ones' loved ones now. Finally, we call on the nameless, faceless, formless children of the future. We ask a moment of silence for them because they have not been named, but we feel their presence. We feel their light because the work of freedom, dignity, and prosperity must continue as we leave a legacy of triumph for them. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And Mr. Andre, would you please come up to give remarks, please? And while he's coming, I will go ahead and do so. Thank you all for being here. I am Miranda Alberry, the president of the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University National Alumni Association, Miami-Dade chapter, a proud 1979 School of Business graduate. It is a pleasure to have you all here today as our guest. As she alluded to earlier, and we talk about Kwanzaa, she is a proud TU graduate, but a supporter of every HBCU, community organization, faith-based organization, and even our friends who hang out under the tree. Thank you, Dr. Vendros. As we celebrate Kwanzaa, you may not remember all of the principles, but find one that applies to you and apply it to your daily living every day. So again, on behalf of the 305-786-954 Rattlers, we thank you. And I do want to say a special hello. Would you please stand? President Marshall, the president of our South Day chapter, Zakaya, that's right. We're in this together, the president of our South Day chapter. Thank you for being here.
Good evening. I trust that you all have had a great time thus far, am I correct? I'm not a rattler, I'm a lion. So let's give up for Florida Memorial in the house. On behalf of the committee that put this together, this event together, I want to say thank you for doing a phenomenal job. The community thanks you. We look forward to coming back year after year and being a part of this great event. And one thing I can say, that it gets better and better and better each year. So we look forward to you coming back and taking part in the event in the years to come. Vanessa and the team, thank you so much.
So that really concludes the main part of the program. I'm going to ask Javante Anyuwele to deliver the farewell statement this time. After he delivers the statement, then Romania Wilson will come forward to give instructions. I'm sorry, Bridget will bless the feast in Romania.
All right, I won't keep you long. Also, just got a shout out. I'm a two-time graduate of Florida A&M University, College of Love and Charity. So happy to be here as well. It is only appropriate that we end with the Tamashi La Tatuana for this clear and concise statement of the values and visions we must cherish and maintain if we are to liberate ourselves and reshape our reality in our own image and according to our needs and interests. Strive for discipline, dedication, and achievement in all you do. Like Benjamin Mays reminded us, dare to struggle and sacrifice and gain the strength that comes from this. Like Brother Malcolm ministered to us. Build where you are, like Booker T said, and dare to leave a legacy that will last as long as the sun shines and the water flows. And dare to dream, like the incomparable Talitha Anyuwele said. Practice the Nguzu Saba daily, Umoja, Kuji Chakalia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kuumba, and most importantly, Imani, faith. And may the wisdom of the ancestors always walk with us. May the year's end meet us laughing and stronger. May our children honor us by following our example in love and struggle. And at the end of next year, may we sit again together in large numbers with greater achievement and closer liberation and a higher level of human life. Everyone ends by saying, Harambe! 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 Harambe!
But it teaches wonderful things that you take away the stigma.
Hi, it's me, Yolanda Goudet, with Yolanda's Corner at BPX TV Result, channel 18.6 digital. We're all over the world. Join me here. This is our studio here, BPX. As you can see, we have so many memories. Oh, look. Join me for Yolanda's Corner.
Good afternoon. My name is Maurice Johnson. I am the owner of J Collections. We specialize in handmade candles. All of our candles are made out of SoWest blend. We also specialize in room sprays here, which are good for your home as far as air freshener. You can use it in the office as well. And then last thing we have here is our linen spray, which is something new to our line. This linen spray is actually pretty well. You can use it as it's a multi-purpose. You can use it for air freshener and spray on your different linens, such as your couches, your bedding. My starting business was kind of like a strange one. Started about a few years ago, hand sanitizer during the pandemic. and then we transitioned over to doing handmade candles and so forth. And so from there, the sky's been the limit. So just want to give a major shout out to FAMU, the Alumni Association. I'm a proud Rattler, so I'm happy to be here. And happy Kwanzaa. And you can follow us on yEtU 2020 on Instagram. And if you're interested in any of our products, you go over to our website, www.ycollectionshop.com. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. This is Ashley with my Aura Jewelry, and I'm here at the Legacy Kwanzaa traditional event. I am here so happy to celebrate unity and tradition and culture with my family and people of the community. So I have here my Africa imported jewelry, gold plated jewelry, as well as my handmade jewelry. So my favorites of the collections of all is my Kenya imported collection. I have cowbone and cowrie shell jewelry, very much POW pieces and such, very forgiving and meant to last. I also have my handmade jewelry and their protective amulet jewelry as well. And so that is what I have here. So you guys can find me on social media at Ma'at Aura Jewelry. That's MAATAURA Jewelry. And I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can find me on all of those places for us to connect. And I want to give a shout out to FAMU Miami-Dade chapter for throwing such a beautiful event. And big shouts out to you all. Happy Kwanzaa.
Let's let a hush fall over the room. Take your left hand, put it on your heart. Feel that? The heart is what connects us. Remember that. We are here for a time that we all can participate in and we love the most. Our communal feast, Karama. This is a time where we commune with each other, share, break bread with one another, enjoy with one another. So with that, we pray. God, we thank you for your grace, for your ever goodness and your loving kindness, for the joy that you instill within us, for the peace that resides in our homes, for the love that we share one to another, and for the food that we're going to eat. May it nourish us. May it keep us. May it enhance our lives as we share. And with that same hand that you have on your heart, put it on your neck and your shoulders. And always remember, with God, all things are possible. And upon your shoulders will your legacy rest. Let's say amen.
Thank you all for your patience. You will be given directions from this point forward by our membership chair and our president emeritus of the FAMU Miami-Dade chapter.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. I'd like to also personally thank all of you who have sponsored and supported this evening. We sincerely thank you. And if I may take an executive privilege here for just a moment and personally thank my brother, Robert Wilson. I
I know some of you heard earlier that he is one of the last remaining of the Miami Northwestern 1963. They were the first championship team here in Miami-Dade County. And he's one of the last living gentlemen from that team. So my brother was totally, I want to give you your flowers now and tell you that you have always been my hero. I'm going to take this opportunity now to do exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, giving you all the instructions on how we're going to have this beautiful feast this evening. We're going to start off by honoring and making sure that our elders are served first, and we're going to also serve all of you. So you're going to just be able to sit, take some time, talk to the person next to you, and we will bring you your meal. So you don't have to get up, we're coming to you. So be patient with us, and we're going to do it pretty quickly. We've got a good system going. So thank you all, and enjoy this evening.
And with that, we'll enjoy the music from that DJ Chris.
The CEO and founder of Read Aloud by Walasia. I am also the author of Abby Goes to Summer Camp. I decided to write this book, Abby Goes to Summer Camp, because of my program, Read Aloud by Walasia. With my program, I go and I read to students at daycare centers and aftercare programs at schools and churches. At the end of each reading session, I allow each student to take home one book of their likings to add on or to start their at-home library. When it came time to search for books that I would like to spread out for the students to pick from, I did not come across a lot of children's books that look like me and you. So that's what encouraged me to create Abby Goes to Summer Camp. And in this book, it has the message of positivity, self-confidence, self-awareness, and just how to be yourself no matter the environment or the people that you come across. And I feel like that is important for young readers. And you can go follow my Instagram at readaloudby_Walasia and my Etsy for the book, which is $25, Read Aloud by Walasia. The purchase of one book allows one student to get 2 books. So support my program and my book, and thank you to FAMU NAA for bringing me out to this event. Oh, happy Kwanzaa!
Hello, my name is Michelle Ranglin, and I am the owner of 3L Waist Beads. I am a proud graduate of the Florida A&M University, and I'm so happy to be here at this Kwanzaa event. I started my business in 2020, to which I lost over 60 pounds, and I utilized my waist beads in order to track my weights. And then I transitioned over to jewelry to be able to give a lot more people different options. But nonetheless, I'm so excited to be here, and I thank the FAMU Alumni Association for allowing me to be a part of this event.
Good afternoon. My name is Maurice Johnson. I am the owner of yEtU Collections. We specialize in handmade candles. All of our candles are made out of SoWest blend. We also specialize in room sprays here, which are good for your home as far as air freshener. You can use it in your office as well. And the last thing we have here is our linen spray, which is something new to our line. This linen spray is actually pretty well. You can use it as it's a multi-purpose. You can use it for air freshener and spray on your different linens, such as your couches, your bedding. My starting business was kind of like a strange one. Started about a few years ago, hand sanitizer during the pandemic, and then we transitioned over to doing handmade candles and so forth. And so from there, the sky's been the limit. So just want to give a major shout out to FAMU, the Alumni Association. I'm a proud Rattler, so I'm happy to be here, and happy Kwanzaa. And you can follow us on yEtU Collections 2020 on Instagram. And if you're interested in any of our products, you go over to our website, www.yEtUcollectionsshop.com. Thank you so much.